What's up, guys? Welcome to the world's greatest sports betting show. I'm your host, John Heitzup, joined always by a Matt in the industry. And today I got the great Matt McEwen at DeadPresPicks on Twitter or X, whatever you call it. What's up, Matt? How you doing, man?
What's up, John? Yeah, good to be. I don't know if I've ever been on this show.
Nope.
Always on the Thunderdome, but this is new. So, yeah, it feels like the old days. The reunion back together.
I was gonna get my odds checker sweatshirt, but I think it
You brought
shrunk.
it out. Yeah,
It's either it shrunk or I got fat. But
well, just go with shrunk. Yeah,
I think it shrunk.
Better. Yeah.
I think it shrunk, man. Yeah, Modai's still getting married. This is his last day out, so I figured, man, we got to get a heavy hitter in here to replace him because there's kind of a big football game tonight. I mean, it looks on paper like it sucks.
Yeah,
but those tend to be the ones, dude. Like you could really find some shit. And then there's baseball on tonight. I don't know if you're doing that. Are you doing that?
I'll do that. I'll do a little baseball as well. But yeah, this football game's gonna be interesting. You know, like to your point, looks terrible on paper, but sometimes those are the best games. So someone's gonna cash some props. We just got to find out who it's gonna be.
Yep.
But that's what we're gonna figure out here on the show.
It's the old somebody is gonna do something.
Yes, that is correct.
And we just gotta find out who that somebody is and what that somebody is gonna do. I do have a plus 500 move that I have guaranteed.
There we go.
Twitter. I had a little too much coffee today. I was fired up, but I think it's really gonna hit. I was saying that you could get a week of my dub club for $5, and if this bet misses, I will extend you by a month. Like that's and it's a plus 500 bet. Like this isn't like a minus 135 bet like that. You know, everyone knows it. Like, so yeah, maybe I got a little ahead of myself. I'll be honest with you, this is gonna hit. It's gonna hit. I want people in my dub club, Matt.
It's the best. That's a great deal, though. Listen, if you said 2 months, you're gonna give them if it loses.
No, 1 month.
1 month. Okay, 1 month.
It's plus 500.
Listen, that lasts you till like Thanksgiving, right? That's a lot of football. There's NBA coming back. I know you're a big NBA guy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. You do some college basketball, right?
A little bit. I don't got enough time.
Yeah.
If I had more time, maybe. I think there's value there.
There is. College basketball is the best. I don't know if you ever dip in NHL, but listen, there's a lot of sports. So, yeah. I'm taking advantage. I'm going to get that bet.
Good time.
Take a month if I lose it.
Well, you're about to get it right now. I just think I got to push my dub club more, man, because, yesterday, before we get to baseball, I'll tell you what happened yesterday. All right, so yesterday we bet Foster Moreau on the Odds Jam stream that I do at 4. So Foster Moreau comes out over 1.5 receptions plus 175. So immediately we all go bet that. I was like, dude, I think DraftKings broken. Don't do anything to go right now, log in and bet this because there's no chance this is going to be available tomorrow. Yes. So I bet it. I sent it to Dub Club. The people on the stream got it. So we're all sitting pretty. And then today it's like plus 130. So whenever I go to say, hey, let's jump on that, that's not even the same bet anymore. You know what I mean? Like, so, but if you're in my dub club, then, you know, we're all riding together. You know, we got 175. Like we're the Lions, you know, that jumped on the fray and got the, you know what I'm saying, first dibs. And I want everybody to be Lions, like with me.
That's the thing. You want to get it early, right? I mean, no one likes getting it late. I get that. So yeah, get those bets in early. It's the best. It's easy, comes right to your phone.
That's why I like Dub Club, bro. Like that's to be honest with you, man. Like that's the first thing I asked them. I was like, dude, what do you like? So how quick do these people get it? And they're like, dude, it's a push notification. And then they showed me. I was like, oh, okay. So because dude, if you're waiting for an email to come out later on today, like that, what are we doing? You know what I mean? That'll never happen. Like it doesn't work anymore. It makes no sense to follow that guy. But if you could literally get it the second like the bet's made, I'm in. So anyways, I'm fired up about that. But let's talk baseball. There's 2 games. Okay. You said you're doing something. I don't know if I'm doing anything because yesterday I did the Mets.
Ooh.
Not really the Mets. Just 2 of them. Well, actually, I only bet 1, but then I was telling people to bet another one. Mark Vientos over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. That was even money.
Okay.
And then Pete Alonso was what I actually bet. Over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBI. That was plus like 110 maybe. Both at BetMGM, so I can only bet like $8 on it, but I still feel like I lost the full unit.
Yeah.
just because. But here's the, I mean, he did hit the dog shit out of one ball, so
you got that going.
It was an EV play.
Okay.
Not plus EV, but exit velocity. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's like I don't really know. I just know this guy's hitting balls very hard, and he did, but he didn't hit one.
He didn't hit it out. Yeah.
Yeah. So that happens. It is what it is. I'm not betting because of that. I'm just so fired up about the Saints Broncos.
Yeah.
And I might have too much on that already because excuse me, it is the Saints Broncos. So you don't want to have too much on that, but you kind of do want to. I'm in a weird place.
You are. Yeah, you're in a tough spot.
But yeah. So what are you doing? Actually, I just looked. There's a game on at 5. So
there is. There's 2.
I feel like I almost have to bet that.
Yeah, you always have to bet the early game. I've been seeing the championship series good, John. 5-0 so far. All right, on the straight bet. So
are you serious?
We hit the Dodgers last night. I'm just seeing the series good, right? Like kind of flip flopping. I like Yankees' first 2 games. That's nothing crazy, right? It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
But that game's tough. I think if Cleveland does win, though, it would be today. Like, if they lose today, series is dead, right? 3-0.
Yeah, it's over.
It's tough to get up for that kind of series. So, yeah, I think Cleveland's best chances today. Boyd's looked pretty good so far in the playoffs. Granted, he faced the Tigers twice. Not the best lineup out there. No disrespect.
He didn't have to. He didn't have to face Barry because I didn't let him.
Yeah, you didn't have to, yeah, that's true.
Man.
Yeah, I like Cleveland. And then I think the Mets, I actually like both dogs today, John. So I'm going to go 2 underdogs. I know Yamamoto's on the mound for the Dodgers. Tough to fade him. He's looked solid here in the playoffs. But the Mets at home, I do think they find a way. It's been their MO all season, kind of back against the wall and, finding a way. So I think New York bounces back. So I like both dogs. Give me the Guardians and give me the Mets. To win that parlay pays out like it's plus 332. Not bad if you think it's a couple dogs.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
No, yeah, not bad at all. Brandon Miller, all right, RBI too. We're talking about EV. I'm actually looking at my odds checker EV tool. We're getting solid value there, 74.79%, John. Expected value on that one. So that's not bad. And Nimmo hits third. He hits third, right, in that lineup typically. So get a couple guys on early in the game, little sack fly. We'll take it however it comes.
Yeah.
250. So you're getting good value there on Nimmo to drive in around.
All right. So you mentioned Yamamoto.
Yeah.
I'm kind of I'm with you. Last 30 days, he's seen 26 left-handed batters get a 21% barrel rate. That's not a giant sample size, but that's also terrible.
Yeah.
That's old man softball, like beer league softball barrel rate.
Yeah.
On the season, 199 right-handed hitters, 12.6% barrel rate, which is astronomical. Here's the thing, man. Do you go Vientos and Alonso again? You know what I mean? Because you can get hits, runs, RBIs. I'm going to pull it up on the screen real quick just to see what happens. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this, but just to see where we at. Like, what are we doing here? Like, do they believe? I got the odds jam screen. There it is. Boom. You just type in Pete. They know who it is. Yeah. He's plus 115 at BetMGM, over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. And then our boy Mark, if you just type in Mark, they know which one it is. Okay. And he's plus 110, over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. So I guess what I'm saying about that is if you take both of those guys, one of them hits, if you do a unit on each, you make $10. I think both of them have a chance to hit. They're kind of correlated because one could be on base when the other one's up. So there is that. Vientos has never seen this dude. So Yamamoto, and Pete's gotten a hit off him. I mean, I'm not really a batter versus pitcher guy. We're not a batter versus pitcher show. I know Tommy G is, but we are not. I doubt we ever will be. Maybe you are, but this show is not. It's not the place to talk about that. But again, the guy's 1 for 3 against them. So whenever it does work in your favor, you might as well bring it up. You know what I mean?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just think Vientos and Alonso have been hitting the ball hard. I mean, it hasn't been resulting in hits, But I mean, you can't bet that in baseball. You got to bet on guys that are smashing balls. You can't just be like, oh, he didn't get a hit. And you look and the guy's like just smoking the ball. It's like, dude, that's going to change.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's part of it.
Yeah. So, all right, there's it. I mean, that's good. I mean, that's pretty good baseball. I mean, for a day where there's football on, we were spitting.
Yeah,
right there,
that was very. I think that was very impressive.
Jesus, that was good, man.
For a day with, to your point, it's a football day. That's how I see it.
It's very football day, like very. All right, so speaking of which, bro, this game sucks. Like, this is bad.
It does suck, but we're gonna make it fun. You know,
I'll let you go first.
Okay, I'll go first. Yeah, we'll make it fun. So spread wise, John, I think it's the Saints +3. I just think it's pretty evenly matched, so I'll take the points.
You don't think Sean Payton shows up, dude?
I don't think so. I mean, I just don't think. Yeah, I know,
dude. He's got bounties on all these guys.
He could. You never know with him. Yeah, I just don't think Denver should be like -135 on the money line. I know it's Rattler, and I know they have me and you playing at receiver tonight, but they're gonna find a way, John. They're gonna find a way. It's a tough place to play, right? Going into New Orleans, rookie quarterback. It's not like Denver has that many offensive weapons either, right? They have a couple, that might step up. I hope Troy Franklin does tonight because I bet on him to have a big game. But who do they have really offensively? Cortland Sutton's been decent. The running backs have not been great. If Kamara plays for the Saints, I still think, they have the best offensive weapon. So I don't know. I know Denver's defense has been good. They rank 4th in points allowed per game. They also haven't faced any, crazy explosive offenses. But yeah, I think the Saints from a spread standpoint are a strong play tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of afraid of Sean Payton coming back. You know what I mean? But here's the thing with him, man. A lot of people don't talk about this, but Kevin James played him in a movie.
He did.
So I just think if you're the kind of guy, and this is no disrespect to Kevin James, but if you're the kind of guy that Kevin James plays you in a movie, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can back you in like a physical thing. Does that make sense? Like a football, like if you're a football guy and you got Kevin James playing you, you got problems. Yes. You know what I mean? Like that means nobody really respects you that much. So maybe we shouldn't if they don't respect him in Hollywood. But there is that. But at the same time, you're right, dude. Like Bo Nix I had him as like the worst level there is, like really shitty. I got him up now one peg to not. He doesn't suck that bad. Okay. All right. After last week. So, I mean, he's kind of stepping up, but dude, he's still in he don't suck that bad. Okay? Like, that's not a guy you get excited about betting on.
Yeah. No, you can't get too excited about that. But if he doesn't suck that bad, right?
What about the run defense for the Saints? Like, that is problematic because there's a lot of guys talking about that Broncos rookie that he's going to take over Javonte Williams' job. But I don't think so. The Notre Dame kid, you know his name? I'm going to mess it up.
Austin Edema. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like, I still can't say his name.
Aldrich Estimine, I believe.
Okay.
Fan. I should know this yet.
He was nasty at Notre Dame. And I do think at some point he does get more carries. But, like, people are acting like he's going to go for 100 tonight. I don't know. I think
I am seeing a lot of tickets.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of. I saw 2 touchdown ticket on him.
Yeah,
that would be something. I think it was like $100 to win. Like
I think that's more possible than the other stuff I've seen. Like I'm talking about like 80
maybe goal line. Like, maybe a little goal line run, right?
Yeah, I mean he's a pretty bad dude. I'll give him that, but I just don't know that he's just taking this dude's job because they're like, oh well, he carried the ball. He got the first carry of the second half last week when they were down 23-0. You're like, that's what you're basing this on? Yes. And then I watched Gruden, and Gruden was like, he had 4 carries for 20-something yards. He did not. That's not true.
That's not true. Yeah.
No, he only had 2 carries, and he did not get 20 yards. So there's that. So, I mean, like, I don't know. I was just like, I don't know, man. So I'm going to pump the brakes on him. But Javonte is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Like, he's not that bad. Like, so he's kind of like Bo Nix. Like, he doesn't suck that bad.
Right.
But you can run on the Saints. We saw that last week. We've seen that all season.
Yeah, it feels like they're always trying to like replace Javonte, like whatever other back. Like I don't know what it is, but yeah, he Estimate only played 4% of the snaps last week. Like it's not like he saw some crazy increase. So yeah, I don't know. It still should go through Javonte, but we'll see. The guy I like in this game, John, I was saying Troy Franklin. Him and Bo Nix were buddies at Oregon.
Showered together.
Yeah, maybe, but probably
no
the best.
kidding. No kidding.
Maybe the best combination in college football last year. But Franklin played 65% of snaps last week, so he increased. Some of that is because Josh Reynolds, who's their number 3, he's out. So Franklin moves up the depth chart. But outside of Cortland Sutton, he played the most snaps last week, a wide receiver. So I think he'll be on the field pretty consistently tonight. Another guy I like, Mason Tipton, John, for the Saints. So here's the thing.
Diving deep.
Yeah, we're going deep. Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave are out. That means their receivers tonight are Tipton, Bub Means, great name.
Bub,
that's
kind of a Bub guy.
Yeah, great name. And then Cedric Wilson. So of those guys, I think Tipton actually has the most value. He did play last weekend, 41% of snaps, which was a season high. He looked pretty good, and he's a smart guy, Johnny. Went to Yale, solid receiver there back in his day in college. But I think he holds a lot of value tonight for a big game.
What do you think he does, though? Do you go reception on him or
that's the thing.
yards?
I think he might be a yards guy. So I think he could be a one catch, but his props I think it was like 24.5. So I mean, he could get this on one play. Bottom line is he'll be on the field. He's going to be one of the 3. I think he'll probably get the second most snaps. All the props say Means is going to be like the number 1 guy, which is interesting. Because in terms of snap counts, he's actually the lowest with 69 on the season. And then Wilson is 128 and Tipton's 127. So they're kind of, interchangeable. But you want to get real crazy for first touchdown. We know we love the first touchdown market.
You do.
Yeah, I do. Tipton is 22-1. All right, for first touchdown. Troy Franklin is 20-1. So you want to get crazy on these young receivers. It feels like a game where someone random is going to score first. Like I don't see this like it's a Javonte Williams or an Alvin Kamara first. Well, Williams isn't scored this year, but Alvin Kamara, right? Like if he scores first, I just don't see it tonight. I think it's going to be a random player that scores first, and those 2 are going to be guys that I'm looking at.
This is a weird touchdown game, so I do give you that.
Yeah.
I am I've completely sold out, and I no longer have any belief in anything other than the Saints tight ends somehow. Even though if we're looking at the screen here, you could go Bub Means. Here's what I'm saying. Look, he's over 3.5 plus 106. So if you're going to bet his receptions, do it there at FanDuel. At Caesars, he's minus 121 for the same thing.
Interesting.
Caesars, very sharp. So I just don't get, I don't get how they're pricing any of these prices. But here's what I get excited about. Like the discrepancies. Normally, you just have everybody's across the board kind of in agreement. There is no agreement here. That means nobody knows. ESPN has Bub Means. I keep calling them memes. But Bub Means over 3.5 minus 135.
No one knows how to price it. It is a game where no one knows how to price anything.
That means opportunity, bro.
It does. That's what I'm saying. Like you can get one of these random guys to go off at a crazy price tonight.
It leads me to yesterday, Foster Moreau over 1.5 receptions. So 2 receptions, Matt.
That's all.
2. He can accidentally get 1.
Yeah.
It was plus 175. It's down to 125 now.
Yeah, they know. That's a crazy
plus 125. Here's the thing. ESPN, you know what they got, ESPN? You know what they have for this?
Minus something.
Minus 160.
Jesus. That's crazy.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Foster Moreau at Caesars over 1.5 is plus 120. This morning, I took that for plus 5. Or I'm sorry, I didn't take it over. I took 3+ at plus 500. I'm going to grab that number right now because I think it really just moved if they have 1.5 at 125 now. But that got sent to Dub Club, and just here it is. And I'm telling you, plus 500 for this guy. Let me hang on. I'm getting. I'm sorry, it's taking me a minute.
No, take your time.
It's still there. The screen. Oh, I see what it is. They have his alts messed up because the receptions. It appears that they've got. They're all over the map. Yeah, they've got over 1.5 plus 120. All right. If you just scroll down to alt receptions, they've got 2 plus receptions, which is the same thing as over 1.5 at plus 150. So they've messed up. They're crossed up, Matt. They don't know what to do. That's 2 different prices. That's way different.
Down to they don't know what to do, really.
And then Foster Moreau is plus 500 for 3. He caught 2 balls last week. He caught 2 balls the week before. There's no Shaheed. There's no Olave. There's a rookie quarterback. There's a defense that teams target the tight end against. Like I think they're 4th most in the NFL and tight end targets against. So if that's the case, why would I not put my house responsibly?
Yes.
On Foster Moreau to catch at least 2 balls, and then also throw one on to catch 3 balls. I also have Juwan Johnson, 4 plus receptions, plus 180 at Caesars. So that's another look. I think he has a few catches. I think he's gonna be like the #1 receiver for the Saints tonight. I truly believe that.
Okay. There's so many possibilities here, John, right? Like there's so many guys that it could be. Yeah, but to your point, the books have no idea how to price it. Now, got some information here that Tipton's actually 20.5 on FanDuel at minus 110. So that's great. That's even better. Yeah, I mean, it's just like who's going to go off. Like that's if you get the right guy, I mean, you can get incredible value because also Patrick Surtain's out for the Broncos. So
not going to play.
He's the best cornerback in football. Yeah, I mean, their secondary is still good, but I mean, you're missing the best cornerback in football. So that's going to hurt a little bit. Yeah, and then the game script, like, is this going to be – I just hope it's fun, John. That's all I hope tonight is that we have fun. Like, I hope this game somehow is like 28-24. Like, I just want points. If it's like 6-0 and, you know, it's just like one of those games where every prop goes under – it'll be pretty upsetting. This game deserves this absolute chaos, like where no one knows what's going to happen. Now, I do want to say Tipton, though, because that is my guy tonight.
You love Tipton, huh?
Love Tipton tonight. But it's
how many times have you said Tipton today?
A lot. Yeah. I'm racking up the Tipton.
You've said a lot of Tiptons, yeah.
60 plus, though, John, is at plus 850. So, like, you know, that again, he could do this on one play. One ball. Where he could rack it up throughout the night. But even alt spreads, like you got to pick your guy and take a chance. Troy Franklin's plus 700. Juwan Johnson, you know, he's tight end too, right? You like tight ends.
He's like a wide receiver though.
Yeah, his 70 plus is plus 1,000, John. So I mean, someone's gonna do it. They can't all like, they can't all.
I think he goes like 9 for 90 something. I'm dead serious if I say that. I don't know why I think that. I think both quarterbacks. I'm going to use a word that I love using because no one really knows what it means. Both quarterbacks have a lot of moxie.
Yes, I like that.
A big moxie off.
Yeah.
I think is what we're going to have. It's inside too, which I always like the inside games for some reason. They just feel like guys with moxie really show how much moxie they have
100%
inside. And then nobody really knows what Rattler can do. No. There's no film on him. Bo Nix, I don't think we've seen him do anything. He just kind of runs around and slings it. So, dude, there's a real chance that this game could get stupid. And we're looking at Foster Moreau, 9.5 receiving yards.
Yeah.
That's his total. We're looking at Juwan Johnson, 26.5. I think he could get 90. I might be crazy to think that, but I think he could. I don't think that's that ridiculous.
I don't think it's crazy at all.
Like there's no resievers.
No,
besides Tipton. Tipton, obviously Tipton
is out there. Yeah, Tipton's out there, John. Last week Tipton only had 1 catch, 15 yards. You know the thing, and I've been thinking the whole time, why is everyone love Bub Means? He did have 8 targets last week. So Spencer Rattler he just loves Bub Means, right?
Yeah,
he wants to throw it to him. He did rack up 45. But yeah, to your point, I mean, these guys have value. Juwan had 48 last weekend in that loss. Like, I will say last weekend, the Saints were fun, though. They lost 51-27. That would be fun tonight. Like, that would be cool if they play that kind of game.
Because who's the backups that they're going to put in?
Right.
There isn't.
Yeah. Like, Rattler threw for 243. Obviously, game script was a little different. That game was insane.
That game was so wild.
In the second. That was it. Like, they didn't score the rest of the game, any other quarter. 27 in one quarter, and they lost by 24. So yeah, that game was chaos. But yeah, give me some chaos tonight. I think Rattler can be fun, John. That's what I'll say.
Yeah,
I think he can be a fun quarterback that just throws for
moxie, dude.
Yeah, a little bit of moxie.
A lot of moxie.
He might throw a couple picks, but it'll be fun. So yeah, I think Rattler. I think Saints props are more attractive than Broncos ones because, to your point, Bo Nix, like, what does he do? Sometimes they just run. Like, they scare me a little bit more, from a prop standpoint. Unless they're playing from behind, they kind of got to open things up a little bit in the second half.
All right, so I have a no sweat parlay. They give me $25 now. Did I tell you that?
It's pretty nice.
They'll let me bet $25 on these, which is crazy. It used to be like 10. So if you're familiar with math or counting, that's more. What we could do, hang on, I'm going to grab it right now, would be, okay, no sweat. Spencer Rattler, 225 plus passing yards.
Okay.
Juwan Johnson, 90 plus receiving yards.
Okay.
Foster Moreau, 50 plus receiving yards. It's a tight end off. $25 gets you $8,219. I don't think it's that crazy, dude.
I don't think it's that crazy at all. No, I don't.
It's not that crazy. I mean, obviously it's ridiculous. I mean, it is. But, like, is it that ridiculous?
Is it
now you throw in Mason Tipton, 25 plus.
Your boy.
It is $25 to get $16,984.
That's worth it. In this kind of game, you need as many of those kind of tickets. Like, if you only have like one bet in this game, you're gonna drive yourself nuts.
Because like your guy, you could be like, oh yeah, he's not gonna even play.
He's not. Yeah, there's a chance Tipton doesn't even have a catch tonight, John. It's a low chance, but
but no, I know exactly what you mean. It's not really that kind of, like, that's one thing guys forget about in gambling is that you're not trying to win every bet. Obviously, you want to win every bet, but you're looking at prices and you're saying, I will take that. That's a good price for that. You know, that outcome. I'll take that. And now you add up all those, and what you do is you need to judge yourself based on the aggregate of what happened. Not did Tipton have one? Oh, you're an idiot. It's like, no, I had 8 bets on this game and I won money. So there are some that aren't going to make it, but there are some that are, and that's what you need to kind of focus on. I just think if Rattler throws for 225, what if we get news later that Kamara is not going to play? Is that even possible?
No, it is. Yeah. I think I even think that's playing into the spread. Honestly, like, if Kamara's out, they're gonna fall to like 4.5. Or he's got to be worth a couple points in this game. Typically, I don't think a running back will move a line that much, but if he's out, John, then I mean they're without best receivers. I put in a little SGP here, John. It's plus 2623. All right, so we'll get those numbers down. I want to see with my exact math here. Now I'm putting it in. All right, now I got it in. I want to see what 100 will get me. So 100 gets me 2600. All right, so it's nothing crazy here, but Kamara touchdown. All right, Rattler over 182.5. He did that last week. He could do that. We need Bo Nix to throw for 175, and then this is where it gets a little scary. All right, Troy Franklin 50 plus receiving yards. That one's a little scary, and then Tipton 25 plus. I feel good about that. So I think we're basically betting on Franklin to get 50 plus yards to win 2,600. Like that's how I see this bet. I think both quarterbacks can get over. If the Saints score, it's probably going to be Kamara, just because we were talking about, their options are limited. So yeah, just kind of need a Troy Franklin night for him to go off and give me 50 plus, which he could do. They did it all the time together in college. Just do it one more time in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, ceiling outcomes are what you're looking for. But I mean, dude, I just don't. I don't know. I mean, no offense to Alvin Kamara, but I would love for them to be like, yeah, we're not going to play him. And then that means you just got whoever's out there is just going to play the whole time.
The props will go insane. Yeah, the prop market's going to be nuts. No one's going to know how to price anyone.
No.
Like, who's going to be the favorite to score a touchdown for the Saints? It might be your boy Foster Monroe or Juwan Johns. Like, it's going to be someone absurd that's going to have the best odds.
I think Foster catches one tonight.
You might be right. It could be.
I just do, just because
that angle too.
I think that the Broncos are definitely going to stack the box, blitz a lot, and I think when they get down to the red zone, I think that is tight end all day.
Tight end, yep. Tight end city. It is that's why.
That's
why we have tight ends on the block and catch balls in the red zone.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So let me just see if we went Juwan Johnson to catch the last touchdown. I'm showing. So Juwan is plus 440. Foster Moreau. So now they both catch, and then Foster Moreau's 800. So Foster gets 50. Juwan gets a touchdown. Foster gets a touchdown. Juwan gets 90, and Rattler gets 225. That would be $17,000. I feel like that's not that crazy. They both have like good nights.
No, it's not that crazy at all. It's very possible. They just have to have to your point, they just have to have a good night. That's all.
It's a no sweat bet.
Yeah. So throw it in.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm a dreamer, you know what I mean? If you throw in Rattler to throw 2 touchdowns, generally this doesn't help. But actually, we could throw in 3 touchdowns. I'll take it to $21K. 2 touchdowns just get you to, I don't even know what, dude. Actually, you lose money.
Yeah, we don't want that.
16,983 is what it went down to whenever you put in his touchdowns.
Okay.
Because they know what you're doing. They're like, screw you.
Right.
I know what you're doing.
They know.
But if he throws 3, that'll be $21K. Another $5,000.
That's not bad.
Spencer just goes off.
It's
all tight ends. I don't know. So yeah, I'll probably do this one. I'll send it out. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with it, but I mean, it's always fun to kind of talk about it for a few minutes and then go into like, what should we do? You know what I mean? Like,
always fun.
All right. Well, I'm gonna work on that for the rest of the day. Maybe start looking at stuff for Sunday. There's a giant list of bets on the site there. Yeah, so we said all that. There's Mets, Guardians, Pete Alonso, Vientos, Saints, Bub Means, Tipton, Johnson, Moreau. Basically everybody. Everybody on the Saints except for Kamara. Oh, man. I feel good. How was that? Does that feel pretty good? I feel like I'm ready.
Yeah.
I want the game to come on.
That kind of got me ready. Yeah. I mean, it's only 11 a.m., but we have an early MLB game that helps. And
that's huge.
Yeah, and then we'll kick back, watch the game. Thursday night's the start of the weekend, John. It is. It gets the week. Once it kicks off Thursday night, you feel like it's the weekend.
All right, so I'll see you in the Thunderdome tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I should. Yeah, I'll be in the Thunderdome. I need a revenge Thunderdome. I think it's the first one I lost in a while, so I'll be ready to go.
I don't think you lost because no one won.
Oh,
so I don't think anyone can lose. So we all kind of lost. So.
So I'll take a push.
The old 0 for 9. That's tough to do, but I mean we're swinging, dude.
That means
and
that means
at the same time
to go 0 for 9 as it is to go 9-0. So
I think it's just as likely. Yeah, with the kind of shit we're putting out is a lot actually sometimes.
Like, a lot. Yeah.
First touchdown.
I had a couple first touchdowns that didn't land, but we'll come back swinging.
I can't wait. I'm already ready. I'm gonna start looking actually right after I'm done with the parlay. I'm gonna get my Friday bets going. I think it's going to be an awesome day because the props are really starting to come out right now.
Yeah. Everything's starting to fly.
They're leaking out.
We're feeling good. Good weekend of college football, too. I might sneak one of them. We'll see.
Nice. Georgia plays Texas, right?
They play, Georgia, Texas, I believe. There's a bunch of big games.
That is, dude. I was against realignment because that's what you do as you get older. You're just like, dude, it's change.
Yeah.
And but I'm in now.
Yeah, we've seen some wild games.
Dude, we got Ohio State and Oregon.
That game rocked,
there it is. Yeah, they just play now.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that game was awesome. USC Penn State was fun.
Yeah.
There was a lot
Same day. No big deal. LSU Mississippi would have been the best game of the day.
That was awesome. But yeah, kind of got Alabama, Tennessee this weekend as well.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's gonna be some good ones, John. We're gonna have some good games this weekend.
All right, well, I'm fired up. Well, hey, man, thanks for coming on. If you want to follow Matt at DeadPresPicks on Twitter or X, just do that. You'll find everything he does at OddsChecker and everywhere else. He's on this channel all the time, too, so you probably already know him. You probably already follow him. As for me, obviously, Slop Rules. Follow me on Twitter. I will see you guys at 4 o'clock today. We're going to go with the tools at OddsJam, see if we can find some more bets. If we can actually, if we saved money to bet on those, because I think I bet all my money on the game tonight different ways. But, yeah, I can't wait. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.